He was an angel. If you needed help, JW was right there. No matter who you were and what you needed, if he could give it to you or get it for you, you had it. He was the kind of guy that all you had to do is say, hey, JW, I need a favor. And Johnny on the spot, he was right there. I mean, there was never a no. And if it was a no, you probably didn't need it. Because JW knew sometimes you better than yourself. Now, he knew me and my brother Tiki. He knew almost every day we would run down to his house and we'd say, Mr. JW, can we go to the store for you? Now, the odd thing about us going to the store for him so he can give us some money for candy, he literally lived in this building attached to the store. All he had to do was walk out of his door, walk about 30 feet, and he was at the front door of the store. But every day he waited on me and my brother to ask. And we would outrun each other trying to be the first to ask him, Mr. JW, can we go to the store for you? And then we would get a quarter, sometimes 50 cents. Man, we were so happy to get some money. Just a good-hearted guy. He was just a good-hearted guy. So one day, my brother, we looked at each other, and he knew that I knew that he was about to run to the store, and he knew I was about to run to the store, Jacob's house. I mean, not Jacob, JW's house, to ask him, can we go to the store for you? And right away, we took off. And we got there together. And, of course, he was, all right, guys, I'm going to give you both a quarter apiece. I didn't want a quarter apiece. I wanted the whole 50 cents. Because, they had these big old wagon wheel cookies I wanted. And I wanted to they were a penny apiece. If I can get 25 cookies plus some candy, man, I was in hog heaven. So I waited for the next day. My brother went down there. That particular day, JW didn't need anything. So I waited to the next day. And my brother got busy with something, and I headed on down there. And I ran down to JW's house, expecting to push open the door or the side door like I always did, and said, Mr. JW, you want us to go to the store for you? Want me to go to the store for you? But that day, when I pushed open the door, I said, Mr. Huh? And I was froze stiff because there was JW on the floor and Norwood standing over him with a gigantic butcher knife in his hand. JW flat on the floor, Norwood kneeled over him, and he's trying to push the blade in his chest, and all I could do was just, in fear, like, I couldn't even move. And I literally saw the blade disappear in JW's chest. And that's when, I screamed louder than I did before. And that's when Norwood turned at me with that look in his eyes like, you next. Shit, I didn't wait around till next. I took off at home. I ran home. And I was like, Mom, where you at? I said, Mom, no, oh, God, Mom. She said, what the fuck is wrong with you? Calm down. I said, Mom, Norwood killed JW. He killed him, Mom, he killed him. My dad's what? I said, he killed him. He stuck a knife in his chest and it just disappeared. Blood everywhere. My mom said, what? And everybody ran down to JW's house. And sure enough, there on the floor, with the blade still stuck in his chest, was JW. Norwood long gone. Everybody came around. What happened? Finally, the police came. They said it took almost the strength of one man to pull the knife out of his chest because the knife went into the floor beneath him. It was stuck in the floor. They wanted to ask me what happened. I told them, my mother, I don't want him to get involved. I don't want him to kill, because for a while, my mother thought he was going to come back, Lord was going to come back and kill me. I stayed in the house for seemed like weeks. And there was JW, dead on the floor, and the whole neighborhood shifted. It was already a bad neighborhood. Hunt Street was a bad neighborhood. But now it suddenly got worse. And for almost a week and a half, 2 weeks, my mother hid me out at home. And eventually we heard that the police picked up Norwood and he was in jail and it was all good. And then we found out about a week or two after that, that someone was in the house that day. I didn't see him and Norwood didn't see him either because there was this guy named Kiddio hiding behind the refrigerator watching Norwood kill JW. It was a bad street. I've never saw a dead body before that time. I was around about 7.5 years old. What is wrong with this world then and now? Why are we, as a kid, you have to witness that? Sometime a friend, sometime a stranger. Why can't we just be better? See, you and I can be better. We don't have to be like a crazy Norwood. And you know why JW lost his life? You know why Norwood killed him? Because JW took care of Norwood's dogs when he was in jail for something else. And when Norwood got out, he wanted his dogs back. JW said, no problem, just pay me the money that I spent for veterinary care. And that's what sparked the fight. And Norwood killed him because of that. That's the world we live in. So that's us. Before I fade away on this wall, let us make our minds and hearts up that we're going to do good towards all. Not just those in the faith, everyone. As much as we can, we need to be better people so we can have a better world. Y'all know what to do. You don't need me to tell you that. You don't need the Bible. You don't even know. All you need to do is know what's right, and you do know what's right. So go and do it. Just go and do it. So we can save people like JW, and we can avoid the people like Norwood. The power's in our hands, y'all. You know what to do. Now let's get to it. See you guys on the flip side.